What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Rochelle, and if you are new here, I would love it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel below. Today I am talking about my 6 favorite cool toned eyeshadow palettes. I know that everyone out there absolutely loves warm toned eyeshadow palettes, but I personally love cool toned eyeshadows, and I know that it's hard to find a good cool toned eyeshadow palette, even if it's high-end or drugstore. So today I'm just gonna go over with you my 6 favorite and why I like them. I'm also just gonna go in order, and if I'm looking down, it's because I have notes kind of about each palette. Okay, so the first eyeshadow palette today I'm gonna talk about is this guy right here. This is the Studio Makeup On The Go eyeshadow palette in the color Cool Down. It looks like this. And this guy costs you $39 and comes with 9 eyeshadows. There are 5 shimmer and then 4 matte shadows. I really like this because it does have a very neutral cool toned brown here along with this dark brown. And then it also has a really great matte and highlighting color just for the brow bone or inner corner. This eyeshadow palette obviously is a bit more plummy, but you definitely can use those browns to kind of keep it more brown toned if you don't want to go with a mauve and plummy look. I think I got this guy in a BoxyCharm one time and I absolutely love it. I've taken it with me on vacations and I've been able to make quite a few different eyeshadow looks out of it. And I feel like it just performs really well. The shimmeries are super bright and then the mattes blend out really nicely. And I loved how small and compact it is, especially when I was traveling. I do have a few in here if you don't necessarily like the kind of plummy colors. I do have a few eyeshadow palettes in here that are less plummy and more brown. So if this isn't your cup of tea, we'll find something for you. Also, if $39 is just a little too much for you to spend on an eyeshadow palette, I have a few drugstore palettes, including this one. This is the e.l.f. palette. It is the Mad for Matte in the color Nude Mood. It looks just like this. So obviously this eyeshadow palette is all matte colors, hence Mad for Matte. It does have 10 different eyeshadows in here ranging from really light to medium and then obviously darker. And then it does have a few warm tones in there, which I actually really like. I like to throw a little bit of a warm tone in the crease when I first start a cool toned eyeshadow look, just to kind of warm up that crease and lay everything else on top. I think it's really beautiful. And that's what I use this eyeshadow palette mostly for, is kind of like to warm up that crease, but it still has the really nice neutral cool tones here. And I absolutely love it. I think for $10, this is an absolute must. It's really easy to take with you, again, traveling, because it is so small. And so you could even pair like these two together to get a few of the shimmery shadows and then have a bunch of staple mattes. I absolutely love this one and I think that it's great. And if you don't already have it and you're looking for a nice matte, cool toned eyeshadow palette, this one's great. I definitely recommend it. The next eyeshadow palette I'm going to be talking about is this guy from bareMinerals. This is the Nature of Nudes eyeshadow palette and it costs $42. It looks just like that and it does have 14 eyeshadows in there. 5 of them are matte, 5 of them are more of a satin finish, and then 4 of them are shimmery. I really like this one just because the colors are kind of almost a little bit muted. They're not really bright, and so it's really easy to do an eyeshadow look with this that's not like really intense, which I find really nice, especially with cool tones. I think that some of the reasons that people steer away from cool tones is because they're intimidated or they're scared and they don't know how to blend them out. So this one would be a great transition into cool tones just because they aren't super intense in color. They're just really like light and kind of natural looking. I think that it does have a really good blend of both shimmer, satin, and mattes, and you can make quite a few different color of eyeshadow looks with it. I also really like that it doesn't have a ton of plummy colors and that it is mostly like champagnes, creams, browns, and then a few kind of like grays. And this one is a bit warmer. I absolutely love this one, and then I do think it would be great for someone who is just starting out into the cool toned eyeshadow palette game. Alright, this next one is my number 3 favorite. It is the Tarte Tartlette eyeshadow palette. Mine has been used and abused. I absolutely love this eyeshadow palette. I've used it so many times. I've had it for quite a few years. I use it on a pretty regular basis. I do love that it has kind of like the cool toned browns along with the plums and pinks. Obviously it is all matte, there is no shimmer in this, and if it's something that you wanted to kind of get this but you wanted to get maybe the higher end version, this is your little guy. This palette costs $39 and it comes with 12 colors, obviously. That is what it looks like up close. I sometimes do find the formula for Tarte to be a little bit more, not chalky, but I believe that their eyeshadows and a lot of their products are made out of clay because they're kind of like a little bit more natural when it comes to ingredients. So sometimes I do find that the formula is a little bit more chalky and it takes a second to kind of blend out, but I really do like this. I don't find it difficult to blend out. It's just kind of more of like a clay-like formula. So it does take me a second, but I absolutely love these and I definitely would recommend it, and it is probably one of my most used cool toned eyeshadow palettes. This next one is pretty new to my collection. I probably got it about 2 to 3 weeks ago, but it is quickly becoming one of my favorites. It is the Milani Soft Sultry palette. Sorry, this is so reflective you guys can't even see it. But it looks just like this on the inside. And then there is the color scheme. I got this guy at Walmart for $15. Sorry you guys, my camera just overheated. So where I think I left off was I was saying that I got this guy from Walmart for $15. It is on the Milani website for $20, so I would say just go to Walmart to get this guy. This eyeshadow palette comes with 12 shadows, 4 shimmer, and 8 matte. I have only used it a few times, but I'm really liking it. What I really like about it is that it has more brown tones than like plummy, more than the plummy, purpley, kind of like taupey colors. It has mostly like creamy browns and then a few shimmer shades and then this like really nice champagne kind of shimmer there. So far, this has been such a great palette. That black is super black. I have been absolutely loving this. So if you want to do one that has both matte and shimmer, not so plummy, and is from the drugstore and affordable, I would absolutely say to get this one. It is my #2 favorite and I've only had it for a few weeks. So this one is definitely a good one if you can get your hands on it. I'm obsessed. All right, you guys, and my absolute very favorite cool toned eyeshadow palette that I got is this Colourpop Fame eyeshadow palette. This guy is $22 and it comes with 16 colors in there, 8 matte and 8 shimmer. There is the close-up of this little guy. I am literally obsessed with this palette. I haven't had this one all that long either. I've had this guy for maybe about 2 months now, but I just love every single time I use this eyeshadow palette, my makeup just looks on point. The colors are super pigmented. The shimmers are super shimmery. They are easy to blend out, and I just think that's beautiful. It has kind of the purple colors if you want to go that route. It has more of the browns if you want to go that route. It has a warm toned color over here, shimmery, champagnes, darker shimmers. This is my very favorite cool toned eyeshadow palette, and I think that every single one of you guys need this in your life. 22 bucks is such a good deal, and yeah, it's super compact, it's easy to travel with. This palette is everything. If you're only gonna get one of my recommendations, I would definitely say this one. If you don't want to order from the Colourpop website, the Milani one is great too, but this one is my reigning champion, holy grail, favorite cool toned eyeshadow palette, and that's saying a lot because I love cool toned eyeshadows. Let me know if you guys want me to do a tutorial with some cool toned eyeshadow looks, or if you're interested in that. Let me know what you guys want and I would love to create that for you. Thank you so much for watching my video and hopefully being a subscriber. I really appreciate you guys. YouTube is such a fun community. I absolutely love it, and I just wanted to say thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for spending your time watching my videos. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Mwah! Mwah, 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 mwah. Okay, bye.